want to show you how to lose that fat, man. If you're struggling with losing weight and you just feel like, man, just everything I've been doing has not been working, I have the recipe for you. I want to show you how to lose fat, not just lose weight. Most people are in the game just to lose weight. I just want to lose some weight. I just want to lose this. I just want to lose this belly. But the belly may not be the weight loss that you need. Weight loss is different from fat loss. Fat loss is different from weight loss. Just keep that in your mind. So when I talk about weight loss can be either muscles, it can be water weight, and it can be fat loss. It can be all three at one time. But when we talk about fat loss, that means like the fat that's around your stomach, that's the fat around your liver, that's the fat around your neck, that's the fat around your back. Fat loss is totally different from weight loss. We got that understood. So today what I want to do, I want to explain it to you exactly what fat loss is, how to lose it, and what hormones that you need to learn how to control in order to get the best results from whatever you're doing. Whether you're doing intermittent fasting, whether you're doing 1 meal per day, whether you're doing the keto diet, whatever you're doing, I want to show you how to get the best results. So I want to answer some of you guys' questions that you have. I know I'll be going Instagram live, YouTube live, and people be asking questions. But this is my mom, y'all. Hold on. Well, this is not my mom. But this is my mom. She was able to lose 46 pounds in just 16 weeks, y'all. 46 pounds. So they say 42, but she ended up losing 46 pounds in just 16 weeks. And you can do the same thing. All you have to do is lock in. She was 53 years old. Once she understood what she was doing and how she was doing it and how I was able to help her lose the weight, it was over with. It started off with a little $200 bet, and then she just said to us, I need to lose this weight because I want to be able to play with my grandkids. I want to be able to lower my blood pressure. I want to be able to get off diabetes medicine. I want to be able to just live a healthier life. And we got to lock in. We got to understand what is fat loss. So I can show you before and after pictures all day long. Before and after pictures, testimonials, the whole nine. But what I want to share with you guys today is I want to answer a couple questions that I get on the regular. I want to answer a couple of those questions. The first question is how the easiest way to lose 3 to 7 pounds in the first 5 to 7 days, 10 days at most. So number one is to make sure you're strength training 3 to 4 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week. Do not say one time. The more strength training you do, the easier it is for you to lose the fat. The overall goal is for you to lose fat, not water weight, not muscle. Because when you're doing these little fast plans, these little diets, these little water fasts, yes, you lose weight, but you lose muscle and you lose fat. We're just trying to lose fat. Number two, no carbs after 2 p.m. I repeat, no carbs after 2 p.m. I don't care what it is, no carbs after 2 p.m. because you give your body the rest of the day to be able to work it off, whatever it is. So if you have fish and rice and broccoli for lunch, that's cool. For dinner, you can have fish and broccoli. Because when you have carbs at night, it messes up your sleep routine and it makes you wake up bloated. Most people feel bloated earlier in the morning. I just feel so bloated. Guess what it comes from? It comes from processed foods, and it comes from fried foods, and it comes from carbs. So if you can limit the amount of carbs that you eat on an everyday basis, I'm not saying that you have to eliminate carbs completely, but no carbs after 2 p.m. That would be your best bet to eliminate some of that bloatiness. Number three is 15 to 30 minutes of cardio daily, whether that's walking 10,000 steps, whether that's walking on the treadmill, whether that's on the elliptical, on the Stairmaster, doing a little 20-minute workout on YouTube. I got workouts on my YouTube, Mr. Health and Wealth. You can just click on those simple workouts that you can do from the comfort of your own home. It improves your cardiovascular health. It lowers your blood pressure. It helps with regulates your blood sugar. These are all things that you go to the doctor to help with, right? It aids your sleep. Most people don't get enough sleep. Most people don't get enough sleep, not because they don't want to go to sleep, but their body doesn't feel tired. They haven't burned off enough energy throughout the day in order to get the results of being able to sleep for 5 to 8 hours out the night. It reduces chronic pain. Doing cardio every day, it keeps that body nice and loose. It strengthens your immune system. You don't have to worry about getting people who work out on a daily, people who work out more often, they don't have to worry about getting sick as much. It's crazy because I haven't really been, from my personal experience, I only been sick in the last 10 years, probably 10 times. I probably get sick once a year, if that, because my immune system is high and is ready to fight off any germs or anything that comes my way. It improves your brain power. You're able to remember more. Most people, most people forget more than they done learned ever because in fact they're not working their brain. You work your brain with daily cardio. You keep when your arms, when your left and your right side are moving on the daily, that helps with your brain capacity. Because when you're moving your right side of your brain, when you're moving your right side, hold on, let me fix that. When you're moving your right side, you're able to work your left side of your brain. When you're moving your left side, you're able to move your right to work your right side of your brain. So when you're doing your weights, when you're running in place, whenever you're doing anything, you're able to work both sides of the body. It definitely improves your mood. I like to come on here and I like to go live after I done worked out. When I work out and I come on here, I can be able to teach. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit easier. This is the meal plan. These are the 10 foods that help you burn more belly fat. You're trying to burn belly fat. You're just not trying to lose weight. Everybody, I just want to lose weight. I want to lose. No, you want to burn belly fat. So number one, we got lemons. You can add lemons to your water. You can add lemons to your salmon. You can add it to your fish. You can add it to any meat that you're eating. Almonds. Almonds are a great snack. Or you can put it with a meal. I like to tell people no snacking. If you can help it and not snack, that will be very great for you. Eggs. Eggs are one of the best sources of protein that you can get. You can have eggs for breakfast. You can have it for lunch. You can have it for dinner. I only want you to have 2 meals per day. So for lunch, what I want you to do, I want you to have 3 eggs, maybe a piece of avocado toast, maybe a handful of peanuts. That way you get your healthy fats in there, you get a little bit of carbs, and you get your protein. Those are the macronutrients that you need. And from the macronutrients, you get your macronutrients. So the protein, the fish, the protein, the carbs, and the fats, that's what you need. I haven't been here in a minute. Happy to catch you. Yes. So that's what you need. The salmon is a great healthy protein and it has healthy fats in it. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is cool. Just don't eat as much oatmeal. If you're going to eat oatmeal, eat it before 2 p.m. That way you have the rest of the day to work it off. I'm not a big fan of oatmeal, but if you do have oatmeal, just have it. It's okay. Avocados are a great source of healthy fats. It's going to help you give you some energy. I know, avocado. I know, eat it fast. Put it in your protein smoothie. Put it on a piece of bread. Put it into your taco. So what I do personally when I do meal preps, y'all, I prep 3 different proteins. So I'll prep chicken, fish, ground beef. So once I prep chicken, ground beef, and fish, so what I can use for avocados for lunch, my first meal is around 12 or 1 o'clock. So for my first meal, what I can have is I can have a taco. Maybe I can make some nachos. And I could just put the avocado on top of that. You don't have to eat the avocado by itself. Avocado really doesn't even have a taste. But if you can split that avocado up and put it onto a taco or a burrito or something like that that you made from home, then it's easier to eat. Apple's good for you. Olive oil. Stay away from all the seed oil. Stay away from vegetable oil. All I need for you to do is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. Don't cook with vegetable oil. I know we grew up on vegetable oil. Hey, I'm gonna get some vegetable oil. Don't use that. Broccoli is another great food that you can eat. I put that on to my top 10 foods that you should eat. Outside of these foods, the top 10 foods that I highly recommend are avocados. Like I said, avocados touch your head. Avocados. We have blueberries. Everybody talk about fruits and stuff like that. Blueberries. All berries are great for you. Blueberries. Broccoli. Broccoli is another great another vegetable for you. Broccoli. Olive oil. Like I said earlier, olive oil. This is how I remember them. So we got avocados, blueberries, broccoli, olive oil, eggs. Eggs are another great source of protein. We got salmon, your collarbone. Salmon, that's one of those foods. Next thing we got green leafy vegetables like broccoli, asparagus, spinach, things of that nature. Live keep stopping. Okay, go over to my YouTube. If my live keeps stopping, go over to my YouTube. I'm live on YouTube also. I hope it's a little bit better over there. But we got green leafy vegetables. We got turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, lemons. That's all great for belly fat. We got your belly button, walnuts, pistachios, almonds. Those are all great for weight loss, y'all. Dark chocolate is great for weight loss. So let's answer some questions, y'all. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. I just got a whole list of questions that I'm gonna just run down. So why does your body, the first question I have, why does your body store fat? It stores fat because it wants to save you. So it stores fat for a later date. In other words, if your body goes through a famine, it's able to peel from that fat and be able to use that fat as energy. So if you have a lot of extra excess belly fat, guess what? You can use that same fat as energy to be able to burn off that fat. If that makes sense. I hope it did. Okay, types of fat. There's liver fat, which is the most dangerous fat you can have. There's visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. So like the fat around your neck, fat around your arms, fat around your back. It's different types of fat. But the most important fat is the fat that's around your liver. Most people want to get rid of belly fat, which is the liver fat. Why is fat loss important? Fat loss is very important because of the simple fact, if you have a lot of fat on your body, your liver is not able to work the way it needs to work. There are 501 different things that your liver is responsible for. And if you're not taking care of yourself properly, your liver isn't going to work the way it needs to work. Calorie deficit. Calorie deficit. I need to be in a calorie deficit. I count my calories. All calories is not the same. A 150 calorie sneaker bar is not the same as 150 calories in a avocado. They're not the same. And you have to understand that they're not the same. So your body is going to process both of them differently based on your hormonal instructions. Your hormonal instructions are either going to tell your body, hey, store this for a later date, or I can spend this energy right now. And what you want to do is train your body where it spends the energy right now. You do not want stored fat. You do not want stored energy. Stored energy turns into stored fat. Macro and micronutrients. So the macronutrients comes from protein, fats, and carbohydrates. That's the macronutrients. The macronutrients is the nutrition that you get, the calcium, the potassium, the magnesium, the things of that. The only way you can get the micronutrients is by getting the macronutrients. So you got to make sure you're eating real food. When you eat real food, you get real results. When you get processed foods, it says 20 grams of protein, but your body can't process those 20 grams of protein if it's not the real food. Protein. So when all these calorie counters out here, I'm gonna count my calories, Counting calories is not gonna help you, especially if you're not eating the right foods. So protein has about 4 calories. Carbohydrates are about 4 calories. And then fats are 9 calories. So if we're just simply counting calories, then if you eat a whole bunch of fats, it's not gonna work. So the goal is to stop counting calories and eat real foods. When you eat real foods, you get real results. Imagine eating a whole bunch of processed foods. What's your YouTube? Mr. Health and Wealth. If you go to Mr. Health and Wealth, you can find me on YouTube. Real foods versus ultra processed foods. Real foods are anything that eats from the ground, like animal protein. You don't never see animal protein saying high in protein. Have you ever picked up a carton of eggs and it says high in protein? Probably not. Have you ever picked up a protein bar and it says high in protein? Yes. Ultra processed foods, they have ingredients that they put together. A whole bunch of ingredients. They're in a factory. I'm gonna put a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of. So don't be fooled by the high protein. We're gonna get to that too. So ingredients versus natural composition. So ingredients are things that you put in. If it's natural, if it's a banana, if it's an orange, if it's something that came from the ground, it's natural. It doesn't have to tell about what's all in it. You know what's in it. Everything's in it is good for you. Marketing terms like high in protein, low in sugar, high in fiber. You don't have to look for. Have you ever picked up an apple? Have you ever picked up an apple and it says high in fiber? No. But have you ever picked up a granola bar and it says high in fiber? Yes. The difference is there are ingredients in that that are not in the apple that's just naturally made up. You want to eat more natural, real foods that they don't have to put, that doesn't come in a box. If it comes in a box, you don't want it. I'm telling you, because there's different ingredients in it that make it last for a long time. Single ingredient foods like eggs, pistachios, ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, salmon, broccoli, asparagus, sweet potatoes, things like that. If you are gonna have a carb, and I tell you guys, no carbs after 2 p.m. If you are gonna have a carb, make it sweet potatoes, make it black rice, brown rice, things in that market. Don't stay away from the simple carbs like fruit juice, anything processed, y'all. Any of them things that come in a box, don't eat that shit. The one thing that I want to give out to everybody that's on here right now, if you want to control your fat loss, there's one hormone that you have to learn to control. And that one hormone is multiple hormones that you need to control: adrenaline, cortisol, thyroxine, and the last one is insulin. If you can learn to control your insulin, you can control your weight loss process and your fat loss process and building more muscle. The way that you control your insulin is by the amount of food that you eat and foods that you eat on a day-to-day basis. Every time you eat, you run the risk of spiking your insulin. It's okay to spike your insulin, but you don't want to spike your insulin so much that now your other hormones are thrown off and now your body goes into another hormone called ghrelin. Now your body can't tell you when you're full. Leptin and ghrelin. So leptin is when your body can tell you when you're full. Ghrelin is when your body doesn't tell you when you're full because you have too much insulin in your body. What creates insulin in your body? Every time you eat, you create insulin in your body. But what creates more insulin? The more carbs that you eat. The more carbs that you eat creates more insulin in your body, which makes you probably want more food, more sugar, more carbs. What's another thing that can help you with your insulin? It's controlling the amount of water that you drink on a day-to-day basis. If you can literally drink 6 to 8 bottles of water every day, it will help you control your fat loss. The whole reason why you guys are on here is not because of weight loss, it's because of fat loss. You want to make sure that you're losing that fat. So we control how insulin works, stored fat, and spend energy. We talked about that earlier. The way your body works is you have hormonal instructions. So when you eat a Snicker bar, your body tells your brain, hypothalamus, I think it's called hypothalamus in your brain, it tells your body what to do with the food. And the first thing it's going to tell you what to do with sugar and carbs is to store it as stored energy. But when you eat an avocado, when you change your hormonal instructions, now it says, hey, I can use this food as energy right now. So what I normally tell my clients is make sure you eat between a fasted state. That fasted state can be anywhere. Your first meal between 11 to 1. After that, your next meal is from 5 to 8. I don't care. 2 meals per day, no snacks. When you feel like you're more hungry than you normally are, now you have to backtrack and figure out what is making me hungry, what is spiking my insulin. If you can learn what spikes your insulin, then now you have a better understanding of what it is that you're trying to do and how to accomplish that goal. I had one client literally that was still hungry as hell after they had their breakfast or their first meal. And come to find out, what they were having was they was having avocado and eggs. But come to find out, the eggs that they were eating, the chickens that it came from, weren't eating what they supposed to eat. So they went from regular eggs to organic eggs, and now that hunger stopped. So now you get a chance to backtrack. I tell you, if you're not tracking, you're slacking. Especially if you're on your fat loss, weight loss journey. If you're not writing down the foods that you're eating on a day-to-day basis, you don't really want to lose the weight. I'm telling you right now, if you write down everything you ate and write down how it made you feel, you'll understand what it is that I should be eating and how I should be eating that. Your hormonal instruction, we talked about that. Foods that spike your insulin are carbs and sugar. Carbs and sugar. What are carbs? Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, chips, fruit juices. Those are all carbs, unnecessary simple carbs that are going to spike your insulin. And once your insulin gets spiked, now you're on a spiked insulin throughout the whole day. Proteins that affect insulin also. I normally would tell somebody to go get get chicken breasts, and instead of getting chicken breasts, I would say get chicken thighs, because chicken thighs have that skin on it, and you need that layer of fat, because now you can turn that fat into energy. So get chicken thighs versus chicken breast. There's nothing wrong with chicken breast. Chicken breasts are fine, but it just doesn't have enough fat on it for me to help you lose the weight. Fruits. Let's talk about fruit, y'all. And I'm on a fruit fast. All I do is eat fruit. That's cool, but fruits are still carbohydrates. Let's get it understood. Fruits are still carbohydrates. So yes, you may be on a fruit diet. Maybe you're not eating meat or whatever it is. But when you're just eating fruit, what I can tell you is fruits are high in sugar, glucose and fructose. And the fructose gets processed through the liver. And that's all people want to get rid of is their belly. So you have to be very cautious about what fruit you're eating. I highly recommend that you eat berries only. How does your body... Okay, we got a question here. So how long does it take for your body to recognize and readjust from when you're trying to eat right? It takes a good, you can start off, your body will start adjusting, your hormonal instructions will change, but a good 4 to 6 weeks. This is a lifelong thing. So 4 to 6 weeks. Yes, you're still going to be tempted to want to eat more carbs and eat more sugar, but carbs and sugar cravings come from being dehydrated. If you can learn to hydrate your body, MJ, you can learn to get past those cravings and reset your hormonal instructions to be able to feed off of fats versus feeding off of carbs as energy source. The ultimate goal is to have fats as your primarily source of energy. So that's going to be key to it. Great questions. That's 4 to 6 weeks. Just staying focused. I had a client literally this morning. She was at 202 this morning. No, she was at 202 last night. And she was like, the scale is just not moving. I said, continue doing what you're supposed to do every day. And I promise you, eventually it's going to change. Sometimes your improvement is not going to show on the scale. Sometimes your improvement is going to show in the mirror. And based on what you see in the mirror and based on how you feel, that's the real results. You can't plan. She lost 7 pounds in 1 week. I told her, you cannot plan to lose 7 pounds every week. 7 pounds for 52 weeks, that's a lot of goddamn weight. You're going to be baby sized. What you want to do is just learn to be consistent. When you can learn to be consistent, you'll see consistent results. So what are fats? Fats are avocados, olive oil, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, cheese. What's some other ones? You can get fats from like pistachios, almonds, walnuts. You can get healthy fats from those also. Don't use seed oil or vegetable oil. Don't use those. When you use seed oil and vegetable, that's not good for your system. That's going to get clogged up in your liver. We're trying to clear our liver. You really need a liver cleanse. So the best thing that you can do to clear out your liver is to drink more water. The more water you drink, the faster you'll flush it out of your system. So what we was just talking about, MJ, to get fat adapted. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks in order to get fat adapted. And what does fat adapted mean? That means you're able to use fat as energy versus using carbs as energy. So you'll be metabolically flexible. Most people are metabolically inflexible because the only thing they use is carbs as a source of energy. But the more carbs they eat, the more it's stored as stored fat. And they never get a chance to use that stored fat as energy to be able to lose the fat that they're trying to lose. I hope I didn't go over anybody's head. Foods to eat: animal protein. That means beef, fish, turkey, steak, salmon. If you're gonna eat, like, the fastest way to lose the fat, the fastest, is white fish. I would definitely say start incorporating white fish into your diet, especially if you want to lose fat fast. It's very lean in protein. Healthy fats and vegetables. 2 meals per day. 2 meals per day. Don't come on here and tell me that you're having 5 meals per day. 2 meals per day. That's 1 in the morning from 11 to 1, and that's 1 meal from 5 to 8 at night. Those 2 meals should be very fulfilling. If you're drinking a gallon of water per day, not a gallon of water per day, but if you're drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water per day, you won't worry about being hungry. It's okay for you to be hungry. Back in the day, guess what? They didn't eat 4 and 5 meals a day. It's not what you eat, it's about when you eat it and how much of it you eat. So if we can learn how to control that, we can control our weight loss. Next thing we got, don't let nobody tell you that that eating eggs is gonna raise your cholesterol. Your body produces 3 times the amount of cholesterol that you can eat in a day. I know some people who eat 10 eggs a day and their body is fine. If I just tell you to eat 3 to 4 eggs a day for breakfast, you're gonna be okay. Don't let somebody who's not in shape tell you how to eat. Now, everybody know how to tell somebody else how to lose weight, but they can't lose goddamn weight themselves. So don't be one of those people. Fruits. Fruit fast. Don't go on a fruit fast. I'm telling you right now, it's not beneficial for you because you're gonna lose fat. You're gonna lose muscle too. And you're gonna lose water weight. What you wanna do is you wanna lose more fat than you lose anything. I get off late sometimes. What's the best meal to eat after 8 p.m.? Tuna salad. Yes, I would definitely agree with the tuna salad. Fish and vegetables. Fish and vegetables, meat and vegetables. That's all you should be having after 8 p.m. If your dinner is late, fish and vegetables. I would definitely highly recommend that. What you want to do is you want to limit the amount of dressing that you put on your salad. I'm one of the ones. I put a whole half a gallon of ranch dressing on my salad, and I'm like, oh, this is a healthy salad. No, I even had to tell my mom, yes, you getting that deli meat and you're putting it on your salad. It's still processed. You want to stay away from all the processed food. So get you some spinach. Get you some what's it called? Spinach. Get you some spring mix. Put all that together, and then chop up you some salmon, chop up you some tuna, and put it in there. Get you a little bit of cheese, and put you a little bit of dressing, virgin oil on there, and that's how you have your salad. But yes, if you're eating later at night, definitely no carbs, because the carbs are gonna mess up your rotation and mess up, like at night when you're ready to go to bed, your body produces this thing called melatonin. The same thing that you try to give your kids when they're trying to go to sleep, your body produces melatonin. But when you offset that with carbs, it's not gonna work the same. So that's why you're not sleepy. That's why you feel bloated. That's why, because at night your body processes carbs. At night your body processes protein and it processes the vegetables, but it does not process the carbs. So that's why you still feel bloated the next day. Actually, your body burns more calories burning off protein and vegetables than it does carbohydrates. So you want to stay away from the carbohydrates. If you do have carbohydrates, have them before 2 p.m. Just doing cardio to lose fat is not going to be the answer. I have seen so many people lose a lot of weight. They lost belly fat, they lost fat, they lost water weight, and they also lost muscle. And now, once you did a whole bunch of cardio, and now you're trying to, I need to build some muscle now. Have you ever blew up a balloon and let all the air out at one time? The balloon is still big, so now you got a whole bunch of extra skin. But if you let a little bit of air out of that balloon at a time, then over time, it will shrink. It won't shrink back to its normal state, but it will shrink. And that's what you want to happen with your body. You don't want to lose a whole bunch of weight real fast. Yes, cardio will help you lose the weight, but strength training will help you lose the weight and build muscle. The overall goal is for us to build muscle. That's the goal, to build more muscle. So in order for you to build more muscle, you have to add strength training into your workouts. Controlling your hormone. Like I said earlier, the number one hormone that you want to learn how to control is insulin. How do you control insulin? You control insulin by the amount of times that you're eating and the food that you're eating on a day-to-day basis. Carbs and sugar always, not almost, but always spike your insulin higher than it normally is. Think about it like this, y'all. Have you ever went to a restaurant? This is why restaurants give free food. So have you ever been to a Mexican restaurant and they give you a bowl of chips? Those chips are carbohydrates. And now once you start eating those chips, you can eat the whole goddamn bowl because of one simple reason. because now it spikes your insulin. Now it didn't spike your insulin. Now you want something to drink. Now you want some rice. Now you want some sweets. Think about it. Why do you think when you go to Olive Garden or you go to one of these Italian restaurants, they give you food to spike your insulin? Once your insulin is spiked, now your hunger, your appetite goes up. And then once your appetite is up, now you're going to order whatever them folks ask you to order. That I'm telling you, I have seen it work. And I tell my clients all the time, eliminate going to these restaurants and eating the little food or whatever they getting you off top. If they gave you the chips or they gave you the bread at the end of your meal, you probably wouldn't eat it. But because you're already hungry and you go to this restaurant, now the first thing they give you is bread. Now they give you chips, and now your insulin is spiked, and now you don't know how to stop eating. Eating real food. When I say eating real food, I simply mean protein, vegetables. If you have to, have some carbohydrates. The carbohydrates that I highly recommend, if you have any carbohydrates, is black rice, sweet potatoes. You can have brown rice too. But the thing about carbohydrates that people don't really understand is there's some enzymes that comes from your saliva. It's called like, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it breaks down the carbohydrates and they get processed just like sugar. And last thing you want to do is eat a whole bowl of rice when you could have ate a whole bowl of ice cream and they both get processed the same. What you want to do, if you want to stay lean, you want to keep a flat stomach, you want to have protein and vegetables. Protein and vegetables are harder to burn, and it makes your body do extra work in order to process it, so you burn more calories. But when you eat a whole bunch of processed food, it goes through your body, and that's why you have diarrhea. If you have diarrhea or you're suffering from bloating, if you're suffering from digestive system, you have to look back at the food that you've been eating. Black beans are, yes, I'm okay with black beans. Black beans are perfect. Black beans are perfect. That is a source of, I look at it as a source of protein, especially if you're not eating meat. Black beans are great for you. It's high in fiber and it's high in protein. So that's going to help flush your system. You have to eat real foods if you really want to lose that weight. Some of y'all want to lose 15, some of y'all want to lose 20 pounds. I can help you get there. You just have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to listen and follow direction. Become the person that's able to do what it takes to get the results. Becoming the person means eating the food. Becoming a person means going to the gym even when you don't want to go to the gym. Every day I don't want to go to the gym, but I make myself go to the gym. How do I make myself go to the gym? By just saying, hey, I don't care if I just go in here and just walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes. I'm going to do whatever it takes. How important is it for you to get results? I've been able to get hundreds, even thousands of people results, y'all. Thousands of people results. Look at this, y'all. Imagine next summer you can look like this. Imagine next summer you can look like this. If you just lock in and listen to the things that I just went over. Send this to a friend. Tell a friend. You went from this to this. Y'all, 6 weeks. 6 weeks of changing what you're eating, changing up the activity that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. I need you to have 10,000 steps per day. I need you to walk 10,000 steps every day, not Monday through Friday. I need 10,000 steps every day. I need 6 to 8 bottles of water per day. I didn't just do it for my clients. I did it for me. I did it for me too. How can you get clients results if you don't do it for yourself too? You're listening to some of these trainers, they're out of shape. I'm telling you, this is a 6-week transformation. All it takes is for you to get started today. Imagine where you would be if you got started and you never stop. Got started, never stop. 30-day transformation. In the next 30 days, you can damn near have the body that you wanted. 30 days. Look at this. From August 30th to December 30th. September, October, November, December. 4 months. 4 months. You can start right now with what you have. Put some fire in the chat if you're enjoying this live right now. Put some fire in the chat because I'm giving y'all this shit. I could literally make y'all pay for it. And a lot of folks make you pay for it. I'm giving it to you because I want you to get results. I want you to get results. You go from 267 to 239. Come on. You see the results? Look at that. It doesn't just work for men. It works for women too. It just don't work for women. It worked for men too. Look, I went from 210. This was right after I had my baby. This is right. I didn't have the baby, but my wife had the baby. And I went up to 210 pounds. So I went from 210 to 181. That's 30 pounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If y'all got any questions in the comments, please feel free to share y'all questions because I want to answer them, y'all. There's nothing like getting on live and being able to help one person. Every time I go live, I want to help one person make a better decision today. It's about lunchtime right now. What are you guys having for lunch? What are you gonna have for lunch that's gonna help you go in the right direction? This is a 30-day transformation. 30. Sometimes it doesn't look like a lot. But a lot is happening behind the scenes, and you have to be willing to keep doing what it takes in order to go to the next level. So sometimes if it's not working for you, it's working on you. Let me say that one more time for somebody, because somebody just hopped on here. If it's not working for you, it's working on you. And it's working on you to become the person that you need to become in order for it to work for you. I hope that didn't go over y'all head. So if you're on your weight loss journey and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, guess what you have to do? You have to keep doing it over and over and over. And eventually, wasn't working for you, it was working on you. And now once it worked for you, now it'll work for you. Come on, come on now. Come on. Imagine this. Most people don't. Can you repeat how you clean your liver? The video froze and you were saying. So how you clean your liver, the first thing that you're going to do to clean your liver is to make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're drinking water. Not, I'm going to add one of these packets to my, make sure you're drinking water if you want to clean your liver. The next thing that you do is make sure you eat real foods. You don't have to go on a liver cleanse or nothing like that. You have to eat real foods. That means like things that came from the ground or eat foods that animals that ate from the ground and eat their food. So that's eggs, beef, chicken, steak, ground turkey, fruits like berries, nothing but berries, y'all. Nothing but berries. Do you juice at all? I don't juice. I don't juice because of the simple fact. The more, how do I say it? If you eat the food or the vegetables or the fruit at its most natural state, that's when you get the best. That's when you get the best results from it. So let's think about bananas. So when you blend a banana, it's more sweet. It's processed different from when you just eat a banana and, you know what I mean, the enzymes from your saliva breaks it down. But when you put it in a blender and it's broken down into fine pieces, it's more sugary. And that's not good for you. So that's why they can say, hey, bananas can have 5 grams of sugar in it. And then if you blend it up, it can have 10 grams of sugar in it because of that simple fact. I think I've seen something about metabolism. How do you, I didn't get a chance to see it. But how do you speed up or slow down your metabolism? The best thing that you can do is eat real foods 2 meals per day. 2 meals per day, drinking your water. I need you to drink 6 to 8 bottles of water per day. And you're going to reset your metabolism. Resetting your metabolism is eating the right foods, drinking enough water. Once you do those 2 things, on top of working out, getting your strength training in, imagine this. Imagine losing 110 pounds over a year and a half. Imagine that, being able to do that. That can happen by you eliminating the carbs that you're eating on a day-to-day basis. Think about it like this. When you eat rice, when you eat pasta, when you eat bread, when you eat potatoes, all of those things, in order to eat those things, you have to add water to rice, right? In order to cook rice, you got to add water to rice. In order to cook pasta, you have to add water to pasta. If you add water to bread, what does it do? It expands. You add water to pasta, it expands. All of it expands. So your body is made up of mostly water. So guess what it's going to do? It's going to expand. You don't want that expansion in your body. That's why you feel bloated and gets in your gut, and now you feel bloated. I never seen somebody feel bloated after they had a salad, unless they had a whole bunch of dressing in it. You never see somebody get tired after they had a salad. You only get tired after you had a whole bunch of carbohydrates. The carbohydrates are what makes you bloated. That's what makes you dehydrated and makes you want more. If you eat one chip, right, you know how they say with Lay's potato chips, once you eat one, you got to keep going? It's because it spikes your insulin. And as soon as your insulin gets spiked, that's when you want more of what you already had. So the goal is to make sure you're eating more protein and more healthy fats. That's the goal. If you can learn to eat more healthy fats and more protein, you can literally transform your body into From Big Back Becky to Slim Back Susie. I'm telling you, because I've been doing this for 10 years and I've been able to help hundreds, even thousands of people get results. Listen to
How
this.
has your experience been all around fitness?
My experience here has been very good. I am down 9 pounds.
She's down 9 pounds in 1 month. Some of y'all ain't, some people have not lost 9 pounds this year. I want to show you how to lose 9 pounds in a month. Imagine if you lost 9 pounds this month, you got more tone, you lost belly fat, and you lost water weight. How, come on, I need to lose 60. Come on. All you have to do, if anybody on this video right now, and you're looking to lose more than 15 pounds, because losing 15 pounds is easy. I can honestly say that. But losing over 15 pounds, it takes a different dedication, and it takes a different mindset and a different discipline in order to reach that level of 60 pounds, 30 pounds. I'm not saying that you can't do it by yourself. But if you want to do it faster, everybody want to go faster. If you want to do it faster, make sure you text the number 678-314-4226. Again, that number is 678-314-4226. Text that number, call. Text call to 678-314-4226. If you text that number, call, when I get that message, call, I'm going to call you. This is my personal phone that I know. If you text me, call, I know you're ready for results. You ready to make it happen. I want to be the coach to help you get there. Most coaches, whenever you talk to them, they're going to help you with nutrition and they're going to help you with workouts. What I do different, I don't sell nutrition. I'm giving you the nutrition. I don't sell workouts. I'll give you the workouts. What I sell is accountability. I'm going to help hold you accountable for working out, for eating the right plan. If you want to get results, and I'll talk about like fast results. I talked to a lady earlier. She lost 8 pounds in the last 4 months. I said, if we can turn 4 months into 10 days, you get the same results in 10 days. It's about speed. It's about speed. Not only do I want to help you lose the belly fat, I want to help you build more muscle and you can feel stronger. You can feel more confident. Sometimes you need that trainer that's going to be in your ear like, hey, girl, get your ass up. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to hear about what you did this weekend. Get your ass up. Let's work out. Let's make it happen. I'm that trainer for you. I don't care if you're online or in person. I'm that trainer for you. That's why people love my content. Not just women. I can help men get the same results. The same results. Imagine this, y'all. Imagine this is month 1. And then on month 2, you get like this. Look at the beads. Look at the beads. Look how they went. Belly fat, be gone. Most people losing weight. Most people losing weight. But when they losing weight, what they're losing is fat, muscle, and water weight. I want to help you lose fat. I want to help you lose fat and water weight and build more muscle. The more muscle you're able to build, the more fat you will lose. Look how slimmer she looks. Look how much slimmer she looks just on that. We've been going crazy since spring. The workouts, Extra Walk, Ather Plus, protein, that was 15 pounds in 2 months. Imagine you can lose 15 pounds in 2 months. Oh my God, I need help. Text the number 678-314. Somebody put in the comments, 678-314-4226. Text call. I'm going to call you. This is not a free program. I'm giving you this away for free. I'm giving the information for free. But when you call my phone, we're going to figure out a plan. And I want to help you. I want to help. Yes, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for my time. But I want to help you lose the weight. I got guaranteed results. If you're over 200 pounds, I can guarantee you 12 to 15 pounds in 6 weeks, or I'll train you for free. That's how confident I am in my program. I will train you for free if you don't lose the weight that you're trying to lose in the amount of time that we come up with. So she was able to lose 15 pounds in 2 months. I'm pretty sure that the goal was only 10 pounds in 6 weeks. She didn't need to lose 15. She didn't have to lose 15 pounds, but she lost it anyway because of the results. I'm following the meal plan. I'm at the doctor's office right now. I'm down 7 pounds since my last visit. I'm headed in the right direction. Imagine that. A lot of people are headed in the wrong direction. I want to help you get in the right direction. I want to help you get started today, not tomorrow. Don't tell me that you're going to start. If you text me, don't tell me you want to start next week. I don't want to start with nobody who want to start next week or start next month. I want you to be ready right now. Your videos have helped me, and some of your videos are just too funny. So good information and some like that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tiffany. What What has been your results just from listening to my videos? Like I give away a lot of this. This is my community service to you guys. What has happened to you? If you have got results from me, put it in the comments. If this is your first time on my live or anything like that, man, put it in my comments. Say I'm a first timer. But y'all, I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Look at this. Everybody talk about back fat. I just want to lose a little bit of weight. Imagine you can go from here to here. All this does when you start losing back fat, y'all, it goes from here and it slides down. Most of my clients don't believe me, but it just slides down and eventually it'll load up right there and it'll come to the middle of your stomach. Look. All this did was slide down. This became one. Boom. And now that shit gone. It's gone now. Because she put in the work. This is my first time. What's up, Miss Smith? Well, welcome, first timer. Y'all, look at her waist. Look at her belly. Look at that. Went from that to this. You see how wide that was at first? Now look at it. Some of the workouts as well as a good information choice. Plus, I like how you get on us ladies. We need some more motivation. Yes, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help motivate, encourage, and inspire as many people as I can every day. Like, if you know you need a little bit of more of that push, I can help you. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this shit, man. Look, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. Literally, I can get you results. I want to show y'all my mom, who lost 47 pounds in just 16 weeks. Where's my mom picture? I don't know my mom with that. Look at this. She actually, it says 42 pounds, but she actually lost 47 pounds in 16 weeks. And she was 53 years old when this happened. I need to lose belly fat. Text the number 678-314-4226. Text that number, call. I can help you lose belly fat. I don't know how much belly fat you want to lose, but I can help you do it. I was able to help my mom lose 47 pounds in just 16 weeks. Look at this, y'all. She went from this to this. The reason why she gained the weight was because I was in college. I went off to college and she gained weight. My brother gained weight. She gained about 55 pounds. My brother gained about 70 pounds. They were both, it was different. We all grew up in the same house. 47 pounds in 16 weeks. That's phenomenal. Go mama. Thank you. Thank you. So I wasn't just able to help her. I've been able to help women all over the world, y'all. Women all over. When I was talking about my younger brother, look at my brother. He was 196. Now he stands at 133. Imagine being able to lose 60 pounds in just 9 months. 60 pounds in 9 months by sticking to the plan. I was one of those trainers. I said, you know what? I got to make sure I got to make sure I get my family in shape before I try to get other people in shape. And that's totally what I did. I made sure I got my brother in shape. I made sure I got my mama in shape. And then once I had both of their transformations, I went crazy. So what I want to do is, I know some of y'all just hopped on here. What I want to do is I want to show you how to lose belly fat. I want to explain to you what belly fat is, how you can eliminate it, and what you need to do in order to make it happen. So I put together 28 questions that I wanted to answer so that you can literally understand fat loss. So everybody thinks just because you're losing weight, you're losing fat. That's not true. Because when you're losing fat, when you're losing weight, you're losing fat, you're losing muscle, and you're losing water weight. So number one, why does your body store fat? Your body stores fat for famine. So just in case you go through a period of time where you don't eat, it stores the fat. So now we understand that the belly is my most problem area. Tiffany, I promise you, you're not the only one. Most people, the belly is the only problem area. I never had somebody, and I'm not picking at you now, but I never had somebody say, my ankles are the only problem. If I can get rid of all my ankle fat, girl, I'm gonna be fine. Nobody ever says the ankle is my most problem area. The most problem area is the stomach, and that's mostly liver fat, and we're gonna cover that liver fat also. So that brings you right into my second point, my second question, the types of fat. You got subcutaneous fat, you got visceral fat, so subcutaneous fat is the fat that's around your arms, fat that's around your neck, the fat that's on your back, the fat that's on your legs. So that's subcutaneous fat. We got visceral fat, and that is the fat that's around your heart. That's the fat that's around your vital organs that you need. The last fat that is the most important fat is liver fat. Liver fat. Liver fat is the most deadliest fat that you can have on your body. Why? Because your liver is responsible for 501 different things. So if you're putting a whole bunch of alcohol in your system, you're feeding your liver a whole bunch of fatty foods, a whole bunch of carbohydrates, a whole bunch of sugar. That's gonna put more pressure on your liver. Like I said, most people want to get rid of their belly. Where's your liver located? It's right in your stomach. So the liver fat is what we want to get rid of. Number 4. Why is fat loss? Number 3, why is fat loss important? Fat loss is important because most diseases come from the fat that you have around your organs or the food that you put in your body. When you really understand why fat loss is fat loss, then your whole life changes. Calorie deficit. I'm on a calorie deficit. I only eat 500 calories a day. Girl, you still ain't gonna lose the weight you're trying to lose. Being on a calorie deficit is not gonna guarantee that you lose the weight you're trying to lose. Being on a calorie deficit just means, to me, you don't know how to eat. You have not become responsible enough to know how to eat. So I don't ever tell my client to be on a calorie deficit. Oh, I just need to eat this amount of calories, because all calories are not the same. You can eat a Snicker bar and it can be 200 calories, or you can eat an avocado and it can be 200 calories. All calories are not calculated the same. So make sure that calorie deficit, you just need to eat real foods, eating 2 meals per day. Macronutrients and micronutrients. So the macronutrients, like I explained earlier, is the fats, the carbs, and the protein. That's the macronutrients. Those are the big nutrients. And you're not going to get that out of all this other food, all this processed food that people normally eat. How do you get the micronutrition, like the nutrients, the magnesium, the potassium, the calcium, the vitamin B, the vitamin D? How do you get that? You get that from the real foods. You get that from the macronutrition that you get from real foods that we're going to talk about later on. This is why calorie counting don't work. Calorie counts don't work because for every gram of protein is 4 calories. Every gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories. But every gram of fats is 9 calories. So if you eat more fats than you do carbohydrates, it's going to throw off your calorie deficit. And you're going to be like, damn, like, what? I ain't eat my calorie. Don't worry about counting no goddamn calories. We don't count calories over here. What we do is we just make sure we're eating the right foods on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to show our body how to naturally absorb fats and use them as energy versus using carbohydrates as energy. So real foods versus ultra processed foods. We was just talking about macronutrition and micronutrition. You do not get the micronutrition from processed foods. Yes, it may say on the package, it may say real protein. It may say 20 grams of protein. But you know, and I know, you're not getting the 20 grams of protein if they had to put it together in the lab. You don't see on an egg carton that it says real protein. You don't see that it says high in protein. Eggs are one of the most high in protein than anything. But you don't see that on the carton because they don't have to promote that it's high in protein. They are what they are. So stay away from all the box stuff. All the box stuff, if it's in a box, it's ultra processed. And you want to stay away from that. You want to eat real foods. Natural ingredients versus nutritional composition. Like I said, apples don't have instruction. Apples don't have ingredients. Bananas don't have ingredients. Fish don't have ingredients. But when you're eating these protein bars and these protein shakes, they have 100 goddamn ingredients. Stay away from those types of foods. Go for more single ingredient foods. Single ingredient foods. Stay away from the marketing terms. The marketing term, high in protein, high in fiber, Have you had an apple that said high in fiber? Have you ever had an apple that said high in fiber? No. You will never see an apple that says high in fiber. It doesn't have to speak. It doesn't have to say anything. It is what it is. Best milk. I'm not really a milk drinker like that, but if I had to drink milk, I would definitely say almond milk over the white milk. Controlling your hormones is the number one thing, y'all. I don't care if you listen to anything else I say. Controlling your hormones is going to be the best thing that you can do to lose fat. You have different hormones that you have to learn to control. You got thyroxine, you got cortisol, you got adrenaline, and the last thing you got insulin. If you can learn how to control your insulin, you can learn how to control your whole fat loss. You can control how to. Your insulin is the number one hormone that you want to learn how to control. How do you control your insulin, Sanchez? By limiting the foods that you eat and limiting the times that you eat throughout the day. So I tell my clients, make sure you fast for 16 hours out of the day. So when you wake up in the morning, the last thing you want to do is be putting food on your stomach. You're in a fat burning stage. When you wake up in the morning, you're in a fat burning stage. When you're in a fat burning stage, that's what you want to do. That's why you work out. That's why you want to lose weight. You're not on your weight loss journey just to lose weight. You're on your weight loss journey to lose fat and build more muscle. So when you wake up in the morning, you feel hungry. It's okay for you to feel hungry because now you can burn off the fat on your body. So if you have excess fat, you can turn that fat into energy by going to the gym, by doing something right when you wake up. I don't suggest that you eat as soon as you wake up because that's why it's called breakfast. Breaking your fast. When you break your fast, you want to make sure you break your fast with good foods. So if I was on my weight loss process to lose more fat, the first thing that I always start my morning off with is water. Drink two glasses of water as soon as you wake up. You got to hydrate your body because when you sleep, you take your body through a process of being dehydrated because your body got to stay hydrated throughout the night. And most people don't drink enough water. That's why you're not seeing the results you want to see. You might be working out and doing what you're supposed to do. You might be eating the foods that you're supposed to eat. But if you're not hydrating your body the way you're supposed to hydrate your body, you're not going to see the results that you're looking to get. It's just like a car. The car can have a nice engine. It can have a nice transmission. It can drive it. But if you don't have antifreeze in that car, it's not going to run how it's supposed to. It might run. It might do what it's supposed to do. But when you run out of antifreeze, guess what? You got some goddamn problems. You have to make sure your body stays hydrated. If your body stays hydrated, then you won't crave sugar and you won't crave carbs. Boom, boom, boom. How insulin, okay, we said controlling hormones. How insulin works in stored fat versus spending energy. When you eat sugar and you eat carbs, any tips for sleeping? Okay, got you. When you eat sugar and you eat carbs, that automatically gets processed through your hormonal instructions to store it as stored fat. If you already got fat going on and now you put more stored fat, you want to be able to use whatever you eat, you want to be able to use it right now. You don't want to eat and then now it's storing it as fat. And then that's when you're tired. When you eat and then now it gets stored as fat. That's why you're sleepy. So one of the best tips for sleeping is don't eat carbs after 2 p.m. because that's going to mess up your sleep routine. Your body produces melatonin when you're about to get ready to go to sleep. And that throws off your cycle when you eat carbs. Your melatonin, because your body cannot process the carbs when you sleep. It will process and digest the meat and the vegetables, but that's why you wake up bloated. It's harder to go to sleep when you're bloated. It's hard. You're tired, but you can't get good sleep when you're bloated. If this is good, y'all put some fire in the chat. If this is good, put some fire in the chat. I need to know no carbs after 2. Yes. Put some fire in the chat. Because I want to make sure I'm not just talking to myself. I want to talk to some people. I want to make sure y'all getting this shit. Because every time I go live, if I'm able to help one person, if I can help one person reach their fitness goals, that's all I care about. I know I got 200-some thousand followers on. I don't care about 200,000 something. I care about one person. Each live I go live, I want to help one person overcome the things that are keeping them from getting in shape to how they want to get in shape. Dropping gems. I appreciate it. Look, y'all. Okay, where we at? Boom, boom, boom. Hormonal instructions. Like I said, when you eat different foods, when you drink different drinks, it gives your body different instructions to what to do with the food. Like you can eat a bowl of rice. It still gets processed just like sugar. That's why I say don't eat carbs after 2 p.m. If you are going to have carbs, make sure it's complex carbs. Complex carbs versus simple carbs. The simple carbs are the chips, the juices, the drinks, the energy drink. Those are the simple carbs. You want more complex carbs like white rice, brown rice, black rice, sweet potatoes. Where can I get this list? If you just watch my material, Do I have a list of this? I do have meal plans and stuff like that too. But I'll drop a list, man. Just DM me RP Fitness. Just DM me. I got you. What we got? Foods that spike your insulin. We talked about it. Rice spikes your insulin instantly. Sugar, bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, potato chips, candy, sweet juices. Those all spike your insulin. Once your insulin is spiked, it's a wrap. I lost weight not eating before 12 p.m. Yes. So Kendra, what you was doing was you was intermittent fasting and not even knowing it. You were intermediate fasting. So when you fast, when you don't give your body food, when you just like, oh, I'm hungry. People eat just because they're bored. They eat because they're happy. They eat because they're sad. They eat just because they want to eat. Very important. Thanks a lot. No problem. Thank you so much. So you have to learn how to control your hormones by controlling what you eat, what time you eat, and how much of it that you eat. That's why I give out this free information, y'all. Protein affects the insulin. Okay, so protein affects the insulin. So yes, it will spike your insulin a little bit, but it won't spike it as much as the carbohydrates. It give you a little spike. Every time you eat, it will give you a little spike. Fats won't spike your insulin at all, really. So that's why I say more healthier fats along with protein. But when you add carbohydrates, that spikes your insulin instantly. So if you want to lose more weight, learn how to control your insulin by eating carbs before 2 p.m. After 2 p.m., the only thing that you should have is water. And then for dinner, I need you to have meat and vegetables. If you feel like you're getting more hungry and you can't stick to that plan, if you are going to have a snack, I need that to be almonds. Fruits are carbohydrates, and they have glucose and fructose. And we know that get processed through the liver. I'm going to just be on a fruit diet. I'm going to be on a fruit diet. That's cool. But I'm telling you, you're not going to lose as much weight as you think you're going to lose, because fruits still have sugar. Even though it's natural sugar, it still has sugar in it. Why do we need to cut the carbs? We can't just cut them. Why do we need to cut the carbs? Can't we just cut them? Okay. If I'm getting that question right, yes, you can just cut the carbs out altogether, because you're still going to get some carbs from some of the foods that you eat. But if you need to cut, like, how bad do you want to lose the goddamn weight? You can lose it fast if you just listen to what I'm saying, or you can lose it slow by doing what you've been doing. All right, so we just answered those 16 questions. I got another page of questions. I got another about 8 questions. Okay, fats. Fats can be olive oil, vegetable oil, avocados, eggs, salmon, peanuts, pistachios, almonds. Those are, yesterday I had breakfast around 9 a.m. I went to work. I didn't typically eat lunch. I am a cosmetologist and don't always have time to eat. I'm back. Boom, boom. I can't find your message. I'm so sorry. If you just copy, here you go, the message right here. Okay. Boom, let me go back to that. So by the time I got off, it was dinner time, which I picked up some food and got full extremely fast, even though I haven't eaten since that morning. Why is that? Boom. I'm telling you. Okay, so it just depends on what you ate. And it's good. It's okay to be full. Depending on what you ate to get full. So I can't automatically say, oh, this is what happened. I have to know exactly what you ate in order for you to feel full. But it's okay for you to feel full. If you eat 2 times a day, that's all you need. You don't need to be eating 10 times a day. Some people eating 4 or 5 times a day is not going to help you. I need to speed up my metabolism. You eat 4 or 5 times a day, it's not going to speed up your metabolism and lose no goddamn fat. Can you share the list? The list of the foods? I can't see the last night. I can't see the list. It's backwards. Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that. So, look, don't even worry about this list. I'm answering all these. I'm answering all these questions. The list that you guys are asking for is the food, right? You guys are wondering what foods that you should be eating on a day-to-day basis, right? So let me tell you those foods and show you how to remember those foods. So first and foremost, we're only eating 2 times per day. We're drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water per day. We're eating 2 times per day. The first meal is between 11 to 2. The second meal is between 5 to 8. This is how we're gonna lose 3 to 7 pounds in the next 5 to 10 days. Next, the food that you should be eating on an everyday basis, y'all, is number one. I'm gonna show y'all a list too. I'm gonna show y'all a list. I got a list for y'all too. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Cause I got y'all. I'm here for y'all. So before I even show y'all the list, we got avocados. Touch your avocados. Blueberries. Only fruit that you should be eating is blueberries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, berries, broccoli, olive oil, eggs. So let's go through the top 5 again. We got avocados, blueberries, any berries, broccoli, olive oil, eggs. Now we got salmon. Salmon is a great source of protein and is healthy in fat. Salmon. Green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables like asparagus, spinach, spring mix. Those are all great green leafy vegetables. Turmeric, cinnamon, lemon. Those are great weight loss spices that you can sprinkle onto your food, put into your smoothie. Next thing we got walnuts, pistachios, almonds, peanuts. Those are all, man, thank you for the fire. Those are all great little snacks if you have to have a snack, or you can add it with your meal. We got dark chocolate if you need dark chocolate. So here's the top 10, I think y'all can see it. Here's the top 10 foods to burn belly fat. Lemons. Lemons are great for you. You can sprinkle that on chicken. You can sprinkle it on your meat. You can put it into your water. You can put it into your coffee, however you want to take it. Lemons, you can eat it by itself. Lemons, salmon. Salmon is a great healthy fat. I was telling you guys about. Pumpkin seeds are great too. Pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds. Those are all great sources of protein. Those are great sources of protein. Oatmeal. I'm cool with oatmeal, but just don't eat a lot of it, y'all. I'd rather you do overnight oats, but you're not going to have that until 11 to 1 o'clock. Don't eat that first thing in the morning because now you feed your body carbs as soon as you wake up. Now you're going to crave carbs for the rest of the day. We got avocados. If you don't like avocados, if you don't like just eating the avocado by itself, what you can do is, what I do is I get 3 different proteins. I got meat, I got salmon, ground turkey, and I got chicken. And so what I would do is I will make tacos on Monday. So I have tacos and I use my ground turkey. My ground turkey, I'll take an avocado, put it onto my ground turkey, put my cheese on there, put my lettuce on there, and now I have a taco, and now I have my avocado. I don't like avocado by itself, but I can have it if it's inside of something else. You don't like alcohol, but you drink alcohol, don't you? Come on now, be with me. Hey, I'll just speak the real. Apples are great for you. I would eat them on a consistent basis, but apples are great. It's high in fiber. You would never get a bag of apples and they say high in fiber. It is what it is. Olive oil. Make sure you're cooking with olive oil. Do not cook with vegetable oil. Don't cook with seed oils. You want to cook with extra virgin olive oil. That's going to be a healthy fat that's going to help you lose the weight that you're trying to lose and lose the fat. I don't want to just help you lose weight. I want to help you lose fat and build more muscle, because losing the fat and not having the muscle is worse than not having the muscle and losing the fat. So we got broccoli. Broccoli is another make it make sense, Coach. I'm trying to make it make sense. We got broccoli. Broccoli is great for you. Asparagus is great for you. Coffee is cool too. Just don't be putting a whole bunch, like I know it's a lot of coffee drinkers on here. Don't be putting a whole bunch of goddamn creamer and shit. Your coffee should not look like me. Your coffee should be blacker than me. I know I'm black, but hey, it should be blacker than me. Don't be putting all that creamer and sugar and all. That's why I don't drink coffee. Because I put 10 creamers in there, 10 sugars. I got a hot chocolate milkshake by the time I finish up with it. Eggs are one of the great sources of protein that you can get. Eggs are just about the best sources of protein that you can get besides breast milk. You're not drinking no milk from no breast because you goddamn grown. I hope y'all not drinking no goddamn breast milk. What about cooking with olive oil, avocado oil? Yes, avocado oil is one of the ones I check off. I am cool with that. Just don't be cooking with vegetable oil. I grew up in a house where my mama cooked with vegetable oil with everything. Yes, it was good. The grease was popping. It was good, but it wasn't good for you. It wasn't good for you. What about honey and lemon in my coffee? I'm with that. Just don't squeeze a whole bunch of honey in there though. Just get you a little dab, maybe a little tablespoon of honey. But honey is one of them things. It's gonna give you a little bit of boost. And I'm glad you guys are asking questions. That's why I'm on here. That's why I go live, because I want to help as many people as I can get in the best shape of their life. I love when somebody come to me and say, Sanchez, they walk up to me in a gas station. A lady walked up to me in the gas station and said, Sanchez, you helped me lose 60 pounds. I never met her in a day of my life. She just watched my Zoom calls. She watched my live Instagram. She said, you helped me lose 60 pounds. I said, damn, I did what? Was you in one of my programs? Nah. Shit, I need some money. Agave, I'm with that too. Any sugar substitutes and stuff like that, I'm with that too, y'all. It's instead of creamer, if you can use like some almond milk or something like that, that's cool too. You can use some alternates. Make sure that you're drinking your 6 to 8 bottles of water per day. Y'all, I'm not gonna stress this enough to you guys. You have to start drinking your water. The reason why you're having these cravings, how do you feel about sugar alternatives? Yes, Splenda is great. I'm cool with Splenda. I'm cool with it. Yes, great question. Because the questions that y'all asking, somebody else might have that same question, and we just cover it, y'all. We're here. We're a family. I want to help answer everybody's questions. Drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water per day. Drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water will increase your positivity mood. It will increase your emotion. Water can treat a headache. I just got a headache. Spring water is good too. I'm with that. I'm with water. Man, y'all know what's crazy? I had a lady come into my gym talking about something. I only drink spring water. Why you got that other water in there? I said, ain't you the one who just left goddamn Taco Bell? You gonna tell me about my goddamn water, but your ass just left Taco Bell, and you ain't worried about what they goddamn putting in their food or they drink. And they're like, girl, if you don't get out of my gym. But yeah, spring water is great for you. I love spring water. Water can minimize joint pain. So all y'all over 30, over 40 years old, I'm telling you, I just turned 34 2 days ago, boy. I feel it. I feel it. You better make sure you're drinking that water, get them goddamn joints loose. Water can prevent kidney stones. Y'all know kidney stones are very popular. Very popular. I had a kidney stone. Man, kidney stones are nothing to play with. You can avoid all of that by simply drinking enough water. It's the simple things. Your kitchen is your hospital. You get a chance to self-diagnose yourself with whatever. The only way that viruses or anything get inside of your body is by you allowing it. What about alkaline water or H3O water? I'm cool with alkaline water. I don't know much about H3O water. I'm cool with alkaline water, but don't drink too much alkaline water. Too much alkaline water will throw off your pH and throw off your different things that's going on in your body. I am cool with alkaline water. Just don't drink too much. Too much of anything. Too much. An apple a day will keep your fat away, but only eating an apple a day will cause some other goddamn problems. How big are the bottles you're supposed to? Because I'm always drinking at least half your water. So the waters that I drink are just about the normal size of 16 ounces, the 16 ounce waters. So 16 ounces times 6 to 8, I think like 120 ounces or something like that. The minimum amount of water you should be drinking is 6 bottles of water. If you wake up, like, I know a lot of people have a problem with drinking water. So if you wake up in the morning and you drink a bottle of water, and then you drink a bottle of water so that's bottle 1. As soon as you wake up in the morning, your mouth already goddamn dry. So you drink that first bottle of water. The second bottle of water that you're gonna drink is with your first meal. So your first meal, you having a bottle of water. So that's gonna help you stay hydrated. So that's 2 bottles of water. Your third bottle of water is gonna be for when you want a snack. I want a snack. I just want something. Okay, now you got your third bottle of water. Whenever you work out, you're gonna drink a whole bottle of water during your workout. That's gonna give you 4 bottles of water. Before you eat dinner and after you eat dinner, you're gonna drink a bottle of water. So 2 bottles of water for dinner. That's gonna help you stay hydrated throughout the night. That's why people crave sugar early in the morning. That's why Dunkin' Donuts is so popular. That's why all these Starbucks is so popular in the morning. They're not that popular in the afternoon. Why? Because you wake up dehydrated and you're craving sugar. You're craving something. If you wake up in the morning and you're still tired after you just had a full night of rest, there's something off. There's something off. It's natural from fruits and vegetables. Yes, you can get water from fruits and vegetables. Coconut, watermelon. Okay, I never had H3O. Okay, I gotta try it out. Water can improve your skin. If you're dealing with a whole bunch of acne, it's probably because you're not drinking enough water. Y'all see how clear my skin is? Y'all see that skin? I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look, I told y'all no carbs after 2 p.m. When you get these simple, what are simple carbs? Simple carbs are cookies, noodles, pasta, chips, gummy bears, drinks, bread. Those are simple carbs. What are complex carbs? Broccoli, peppers, onions, spinach, carrots, cucumbers, onions. Those are complex carbs that you want. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. And so carbs make you bloated and gain weight. How do you gain weight? By eating a whole bunch of carbs, and it gets stored as stored fat. We can eat 1 gram of carbs. Our body stores it within a negative 3 grams of water. So every gram of carbs you eat requires 3 grams of water. So if you already have not been drinking water, guess what? You're gonna be even more dehydrated. And I'm telling you, it will have you feeling bloated. Especially if you're eating a whole bunch of fast food, it's gonna have you feel even more bloated. So, boom. Like I told y'all, I get results. Did we go over that last page? We didn't go over this. Fats. We just talked about fats. Don't use seed oil or vegetable oil. How do you become fat adapted? How do you become fat adapted is by eating real foods, drinking more water. Thank you. Breaks up, but please DM information. If you're having trouble seeing this, make sure you go over to my YouTube. There's no breakup in my YouTube. We going live. We on live on YouTube. But being fat adapted means that your body is properly taking the protein and using the fats, the proteins and using the fats as energy. You're going to use the fats as your primary source of energy. Most people use carbohydrates as their source of energy. Foods to eat: animal protein, eggs, fish, steak, ground turkey, ground beef. Those are going to be your sources of protein. When I say eat real food, I mean like food that comes from the ground or food that comes from something that eats from the ground. That's how you're gonna lose this weight, y'all. You're not gonna lose this weight by eating stuff that's been processed. You want to lose, this is 1 pound of fat. This is 1 pound of fat. Don't overcomplicate the process. This is 1 pound of fat. If you were to lose 1 pound of fat for the next 52 weeks, that's 52 pounds. Don't overthink this weight loss process. It is a journey. And I'm here to tell you that it's not an overnight thing. Yes, I can promise you to lose 3 to 7 pounds in the next 10 days. I can promise you that I can help you do that. But what it's going to come down to is, can you stay consistent? Can you stay consistent? Can you stay disciplined? And that's not saying that consistency looks different, y'all. Consistency doesn't look like, oh, you're working out hard 3 days a week. Consistency looks like, I'm going to go every day, regardless of how I feel. I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. That's what consistency looks like. And consistency wins the race. It's not about the intensity. It's about the consistency. Intensity is cool. Whenever somebody's like, hey, bro, I be working out for 2 hours. I be doing it. You can only do that for so long. I'm literally focused on the people that can stay consistent and do what it takes in order to lose 15. Imagine losing 15 of these. The first pound you might not even see. The second pound you might not see. But when you get up to 15, you get up to 20 of these, your body looks different. And sometimes it's not going to show on the scale. Sometimes it's not going to show on the scale. What it's going to show is, it's going to show in the mirror. It's going to show in the mirror. It's going to show in your confidence. It's going to show in your health. Most people don't work out because they feel like they don't have time. But when your health becomes a problem, now you have nothing but time to sit in that bed and figure out what's going on with you. Why not be proactive versus reactive? If you can be like, there are people right now that wish they had their health. They wish that they took a better advantage of their younger youth days. If you know in your head that the older you get, the harder it is for you to lose weight, why will you not start now? Start now. How many times have you told yourself, this is my last time starting over? This is my last time starting over. I'm going to start on Monday and I'm not going to. If you keep starting over, I can tell you this one thing. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Just keep going. Find you a coach. Find you somebody that's going to hold you consistent, that's going to hold your hand through the process. I don't sell fitness. I don't sell nutrition. That's why I'll give y'all all this information away. What I sell is accountability. I want to be your accountability coach. I want to be your trainer in your pocket. So when you're having one of those days where you want to eat some cake or eat some rice or eat whatever you want to eat, I can pick up the phone, I can FaceTime you, I can talk to you. So if you're looking for extra help, you're looking for just a little bit more motivation, you're looking for somebody to be on your ass, it's not free. It's not free. We can book a call. The call is free. And I can help you come up with a solution to your problem. All you got to do is text 678-314-4226. Text call to that number and I will give you a call and I will help you come up with a plan. Like I said, it's not free. It will cost. But you know what that's going to cost you? Your health is going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Your health is going to cost you. It might cost you your life. One out of every 2 people will get cancer. 1 out of every 2 people will contract cancer. How do you get cancer in your body? By the foods that you eat and the workouts that you don't complete. The foods that you eat and the workouts that you don't complete, that's why high blood pressure runs in your community, runs in your family. That's why diabetes runs in our family. Like heart failure and heart attacks and strokes and all that most of that shit come from diabetes. Because you can't put down the sugar, because you can't put down the carbs. Imagine that. Imagine you having to leave the earth early because you didn't take control of your health. Learning to take control of your health is the most responsible thing that you can do. Nobody has time for their health until their health is at risk. When your health is at risk, then now, I got time. Sanchez, what was that you was trying to tell me to do? I've been trying to tell your ass. I've been trying to tell you, cut the carbs, cut the sugar, drink more water, work out 3 or 4 days a week consistently. What's the number again? 678-314-4226. I'm going to put it in the chat box. 678-314-4226. Just text call to that number. And when you text call to that number, I am going to call you today. I take a lot of calls throughout the day, but I only have a selective amount of spots because this is a hands-on accountability program that I can only do for a couple of people. I can only call a couple of people every day. I can only talk to a couple of people every day. And if you need that extra help, I'm here to help. It's not, like I said, it's not free. I'm giving you this free community work right now. And I answer all your questions here. But if you need somebody to be on your ass, if you, like, this how it works, Sherry. Like, if you was like, hey, Sanchez, on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, I work out at 7 a.m. I can set it up in my schedule where I can call you. I can text you. I can make sure that you get the job done. I don't sell fit. Most fitness trainers, fitness coaches, they sell fitness and they sell nutrition. I don't sell that shit. That's why I've been in business for 10 years and they just now getting started. I don't sell fitness. I don't sell nutrition. What I sell is accountability. I'm going to hold your hand through the process. I'm going to help you not eat the carbs after 2 p.m. I'm going to help you get the 10,000 steps. I'm going to help you get to your goals. I got guaranteed results. If I don't get you to your results, I'll train you for free. And the last thing I want to do is train you for free. So I want to help you get as many results as you can. Some people come to me and they use me for 6 weeks. Some people, they've been with me forever. Like, y'all, who can come on here? I got 10 years worth of results. 10 years worth of results, y'all. I get some. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are. Everybody has a fitness journey. Everybody want to lose fat. Everybody, look at this state. Somebody could be like, Sanchez, you don't need to lose no more weight. You don't need to do nothing. Look, you can always get leaner. You can always get finer. You can always build your confidence. This is in 30 days. Look at this. This is in 4 months, 3 months. Come on, from 267 to 239. This is me again. I lost 30 pounds after me and my wife had my son. Look at this. I can keep going on. The age has nothing to do with it. Age that has nothing to, she was 50 plus years old. Look at, you can do it too. I don't know how much weight you need to lose, but I can help you lose it. Look, August 2016, February 2017. I can help you do it. You talking about you want a new body? You have to start right
How
now.
was your experience
This
with
is
All Around
Shalonda.
Fitness?
My experience here has been very good. I am down 9 pounds.
Down 9 pounds
A month.
in 1 month.
I like coming.
I can do it. This is why I do this shit, man. What questions y'all got, man? I want to answer all questions, but I want to show y'all what's possible. I want to show you what's possible, not just for women, for men too. Look, I could just keep going. I've been doing this for 10 years. My 10-year anniversary is coming up. 10 years, I've been helping change lives over and over and over and over again. From my closest family members to some people I never knew. Imagine if you're able to lose 6 to 8 inches off your belly. 6 to 8 inches off. Look at these pants, y'all. Look at those pants. She was able to lose 6 to 8 inches off her waist. She didn't drop a lot of weight. She didn't drop a lot of weight. She was able to lose 6 to 8 inches off of her waistline. Imagine you able to do that, man. All you have to do is text the number 678-314-4226 and just text call. And once you text call, I got you. It's not free, but I will help keep you accountable, hold you accountable. Look, imagine this, right? Look, to go from this to this, you can do it too. There's nothing special about these people. The only difference between her and you, she invested in herself. You didn't. You have to, like, I'm telling you, these are just, I got over 100 5-star reviews on Google. Name somebody else who got over 100 5-star reviews who doing it like I'm doing it, over 10 years of experience. Come on, I do this shit. Look, results. Results. This is somebody I never even met her. All she did was listen to the things that I said on the internet. She just listened to the thing, just like y'all here right now. She just listened, and she had enough discipline to do it by herself. There's people that can do it by themselves. There's some people that just need a little extra goddamn help, and that's what I'm here for. Okay, for all my slim girls out there, there's some slim girls out there like, man, I just want to put on some weight. Look at Yami. Literally, she was probably like 130, 100. I know some girls be like, man, look at her trying to. Yeah, she was about 130, 140 pounds. No, she was about 127 if I'm not mistaken. Boy, she looked like she got a BBL. You can't tell me. When y'all see her now, she look like she got a BBL. Look at that. Look at this. This to this. This to this. She put on 20 pounds. Imagine that. For all my little girls out there, she put on 20 pounds. Was it easy? No. Did she have to lift heavy weight? Yes. Did she have to be consistent? Yes. Did she have to eat the right foods? Yes. What's holding you back? I don't care if you little, small, big, little, green, black, whatever. I'm here to help. Look. This is my mom. I told y'all she lost 47 pounds in 16 weeks. 50 plus years old. So I don't care if you're older. It still works. All my principles work. This is just it's like 21 days? 21-day challenge, 7-day challenge? Look, I never met this girl one day in my life. I never met her. I met her on here. I never even talked to her though. She just sent me that. Look at the 30-day results. Look at the beads versus look at the beads. Come on. 30-day results. And you scared to get started. What are you scared of? You invest in everything but your health. You invest in your hair. You invest in your nails. You invest in your feet. You invest in your kids. You invest in your parents. You invest in your car. But what about you? Who's going to invest in you? Who's going to make sure you straight? Who's going to make sure your kids straight? Like, don't you want to be able to play with your grandkids? Don't you want to be able to wear what you want to wear? Don't you want to be able to take better pictures? Don't you want to be able to do more things in life? It starts right now. It starts right now with this call. If you want to better your health, all you gotta do is text 678-314-4226. Just text call. I'm not here to sell you nothing. If you want more accountability, if you need help, guess what? I'm here for you. But if you feel like you can go do it by yourself, do it. How to gain weight on healthy foods. What do you recommend? First and foremost, I recommend that you be consistent with what you're doing. Lift heavier weights, 3 to 4 days of strength training. As far as food, make sure that you're eating a great amount of protein. Protein is the building block to you building muscle. If you want to build more muscle, you want to gain the healthy weight, you have to eat more protein. That's chicken, fish, eggs. You can throw in a protein shake in there. I drink protein shakes too sometimes. I'm not gonna say all I eat is animal protein. I drink protein shakes too, but that's not my main source of protein. I will drink protein shakes, but I will eat eggs. I will eat chicken, fish, salmon, the whole nine. So make sure that you're eating your fish. Make sure because that's gonna give you a leanness. Make sure you eat lean protein. You can have a little bit of carbohydrates, not many carbohydrates. For dinner, I still want you to have protein and vegetables, but I want you to lift heavier weights. That's how you're gonna put on that weight. Hey, did you say 678-314-4226? Yes, I did say that. Just text call to that number. Text call to that number. When I get off this live, I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of phone calls. And y'all, the program is not, I'm telling you right now, the program is not free, but it is for the people who ready to make a change. If you imagine, do you think that you'll get faster results if I was in your pocket? If I was able to talk to you every day, every other day, do you think you'll get faster results? I talked to a lady earlier. She lost 8 pounds in 4 months. I said, we could have lost 4 pounds. We could have lost 8 pounds in 5 days. I'm naturally built muscular to lose fat. Do I keep eating protein? Yes. Keep eating protein. Keep lifting weights. The more muscle you build, the more fat you will lose. The more protein you eat, the more muscle you'll build, the more fat you will lose. Yes. I love that you guys are engaged, and I want you guys to send this to y'all friends and shit. Like I give away a lot of free game, man. All I do is research. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, got in my Bible. Then after I got in my Bible, I just researched more information on how to help other women lose weight. Look, lost 12 pounds, lost 14 pounds, lost 9 pounds and 6 inches. Come on, lost 60 pounds. Imagine you lose 60 pounds. Some of y'all might disappear. The reason why some of y'all ain't lost the weight you're trying to lose because you lose that weight, you ain't gonna know how to act. You ain't gonna know how to act. She lost 22 pounds, y'all. 22 pounds. She lost 16 pounds. This is in my 6-week challenge, y'all. This is 6 weeks. This is not 6 months. This is 6 weeks. 22 pounds, 16 pounds, 16 pounds, 29 pounds. Imagine losing 29 pounds. I know you tried everything else. You tried count calories. You tried the weight loss program. You tried Weight Watchers. You tried trihepside or whatever. You tried all these goddamn shots. Try putting in that work. Try getting with somebody who wants you to get results. Like, I want to hold your hand. Most time when you buy these programs, they give them to you, and it's up to you to lose the weight. I want to hold your hand throughout the process and make sure that you lose the weight. That's my goal. Every time I post, every time I go live, my goal is to help one person. One person. I can only take a certain amount of people, 5 people per month inside of my program to be able to help them, guarantee them results. I can't take 20, 30. Yes, I have 250-some thousand followers on Instagram. I can't take all of them. I'm only here for the people that are ready to make a change, to make a difference. 30 pounds down. I can't pay these ladies to take these pictures. Look, 1 month results. Back rolls be gone. Some people don't want to lose a certain amount of weight. You just want your back rolls to be gone. I can help you with that too. It's day to day. Look at this, before and after. How you think she feel versus how she feel? What's the YouTube channel? Mr. Health and Wealth. Mr. Health and Wealth on YouTube. Y'all, 2 pounds down. I mean, not 2 pounds down. 20 pounds in 2 months. Imagine how she feel. 20 pounds down in 2 months. You can do the same thing. You just got to lock in. If y'all loving this live right now, man, put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. Because I want to make, I've been for 90, hey, I've been on this thing for 95 minutes. 95 minutes. Putting in that work. Because y'all been very, 95 minutes. We just crossed over 95 minutes. Come on, I need to start a Twitch or something. I might need to start a Twitch, y'all. I don't know. I like going live. I love going live because I just know there's somebody on the other side of this camera who's going to take this information and they're going to use that shit. They going to use it. If you're going to use the information that you got today, put some fire in the chat. Just make sure I'm not just talking to myself, y'all. I can be spending time with my wife. I can be spending time with my son. I can be spending time with my other clients. But I said, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to speak some knowledge into somebody. There's somebody on this live right now. All they needed was to hear my voice. And that'll make them change their decision on what they about to have for lunch. Change their decision on what they about to have for dinner. Just, that's it. I'm just here for that, man. Y'all ain't nobody paid me no money. I get paid no money for being on this live. What I do get, the way you pay me back is by getting the results. Thank you so much. Thank you for that fire. How you pay me back is how you get results. When people come up to me and they say they lost 60 pounds, 40 pounds, oh, man, just because of you, we don't even drink Simply Lemonade no more. We don't do this no more. We don't. Come on, y'all. Like, I love y'all enough to come on here every day and answer you guys' questions. Hello, I'm Cassandra, and I lost 12 pounds in 13 days. Imagine you lose 12 pounds in 13 days. Some of y'all might goddamn lose it. And that's the reason why you ain't goddamn lost no weight. Because you don't know how to act. Sometimes God won't give you what you want because you don't know how to act when you gonna get it. When you get it. So I want to help somebody, man. So if you that person that just need that extra little push, you need that extra motivation, and you feel like I can do it if I had somebody to be on me. If I was held accountable, I think I'll be able to do everything that I want to do. I think I'll reach my goals if somebody was on my ass. Guess what? Meet Mr. On Your Ass. That's me. When people pay me, like if I'm giving this away for free, y'all, and I was able to get it, lost 10 pounds in 28 days. That's 4 weeks. That's 2.5 pounds a week. Imagine you lose 2.5 pounds every week. Up until you get to about 20 pounds. You're not going to lose 2.5 pounds every week. But the first 10 to 15 pounds, that shit come off like water. It come off like water. Look, 7 pounds in 7 days. Come on. 7 pounds in 7 days. Imagine what your life would be like. Some of y'all just need to lose 15 pounds. How many pounds y'all need to lose? Put it in the chat. How many pounds you need to lose? Put it in the chat right now. I need you to put it in the chat. Put how much weight you need to lose. Some of y'all don't need to lose 15 pounds. Some of y'all need to lose like 7 to 10 pounds. If that. You just need a little bit of body recomposition. I can help you do that. I love what I do. That's all I need is a good 10 pounds. Come on. We can lose 10 pounds. We can lose those 10 pounds by goddamn Thanksgiving. 30, 40 pounds. Okay, bet. So y'all know once we get into anything over 15, it's going to take some discipline. It's going to take some accountability. At least 100. Let's go, MJ. MJ, contact me. 678-314-4226. I would love to help somebody else lose 100 pounds. I've done it before. I'll do it again. You need to lose 15 to 30 pounds. I can do it. I know for a fact you can take the information that you learned today and you can go lose 8 to 12, 15 pounds. You can go do that by yourself. But who's to say that you're going to lose that weight and keep it off? I want to show you how to get it off, keep it off, and never put it back on. That's where I come into play at. Yeah, you can watch YouTube all day. You can watch my live vid. But where I come into play is when I help you lose it and never gain it back. Because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to be successful, y'all. Look at this. I lost 18 pounds. 4 pounds this month. 15 pounds. 8 pounds this month. 4 pounds this month. 15 pounds in 45 days. 45 days? 15 pounds. Some of y'all ain't lost 15 pounds all year. And I'm gonna show you how to lose that in a couple weeks. But you have to be, this is my biggest thing with my people and people trying to get in shape. You don't want to invest in yourself. You'll pay for the hair, you'll pay for the surgery, you'll pay for the pills, you'll pay for everything else, but you do not want to pay to get in shape. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And that's the reason why you'll never get to the goals that you're trying to get to, because you're not willing to pay. When people pay, they pay attention. I give away free information every day, and people don't take advantage of it. But when you pay attention. You get a different version of me when you pay me. My goal is to help you get the results that you're looking to get. Y'all, I have been on this live for over 100 minutes. Over 100 minutes. And my goal is to at least help one person that's on this live right now reach their goals. I know finances are hard. I know time is very scarce. But if you don't start investing in yourself and start taking time out for you, your health will suffer. Your health will pay. There will be a time where you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to tell you some stuff that you don't want to hear because you've been working too hard and you've been spending all your money on everything that does not matter. So, like, there's one or two roads. You can either go and try to do this shit by yourself and keep getting the results that you've been getting, or you can let me hold your hand and help you lose the weight. I can tell you one thing. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting the results that you've been getting. If you're not happy with the results that you've been getting, something has to change. Something has to change. It's you. You're the problem. You're the reason why you're not losing weight. It's not nobody else. It's you. You can't stay consistent. You can't stay disciplined. And you find an excuse for everything. You find an excuse why you can't use the money to buy what you need to buy. Don't let another day go by where your health becomes the problem. I talk to people next month, I'm gonna have the money for you. What if next month you have a heart attack? There's always gonna be things that are gonna come in your face and try to block you from being successful. It's cheaper to eat better. It is cheaper to eat better. It's more profitable to eat better. But people don't understand, like where I come from, people not healthy. And I see it. When you get in your 40s and you get in your 50s, you can tell who ain't take care of themselves. You can tell. You can just look at them. You can look at their teeth. You can look at their body. You don't value yourself. When you let yourself get overweight and you don't do nothing about it, you don't value yourself. You value everything else. We value money. We value cars. We value houses. But the way you value yourself is the way you look on a day-to-day basis, how you feel. So if you've been feeling like, bro, like I just can't lose no weight, I'm here. I'm here to help. I don't get on this live just to do this live and just say whatever. I get on this live because there's always one person. There's always one person that's on the fence about changing their life, about changing the way they look at themselves. If you're trying to build more confidence, you're looking for a man, you looking to get a better job, looking to get a better relationship, the best way to do it is to start with you. Start working on you. If you're feeling depressed, you got anxiety, that can be solved by you working out, by you investing the money into yourself to become the best version of yourself. I love each and every person that been on this live. I've been on this live for over 100 minutes. And hopefully I got a chance to get through to at least one person. I don't know who that one person is. I know a lot of people text my phone number and stuff, but I want people to be healthy, man. Like, that was the main reason why I got into the game. I wanted to help my mom lose the weight because I know for a fact in the black community, we just don't value health as much as we should. And we pay the price for it. So if you're out there right now and your health has been a problem, text the number 678-314-4226. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's get it.